Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe, and I wish the same for your friends and your family, and I hope that you are just heeding all of the precautions that are out there and just doing what is best for you and for those around you. And I'm just wishing all of you guys the absolute best, and will continue to do so. And I'm thinking about all of you guys through this time, and as you guys probably know, I'm just trying to keep up with some regular content on my channel so that we all have a little bit of a break or distraction from everything that is going on. And so today's video is actually a get ready with me. As you guys probably know, I have 3 project pans going on. One is just a rolling style project pan. I have 7 items that I am trying to pan. Another one is a Pan Those Eyeshadows Roulette project pan, and then my third project pan that I have going on is just a project pan 100 uses, and I have 5 products in that. And so I can actually use all of the products on my face at once, and so I figured I would do a little get ready with me with all of my project pan items, and then obviously there'll be a few others throughout that I need, but figured it would be interesting. I know from my last Pan Those Eyeshadows video, some people were asking to see all of the eyeshadows on my eyes at once, and so I figured I might as well, instead of just focusing on the eyeshadow project pan, do one with everything that I'm panning, including the eyeshadows, so you guys can see the look that I can create with all of the products that I'm currently panning. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, please keep watching, and we'll go from this to hopefully something looking a little bit better over the course of this video. So let's dive right in. And I'm gonna start with priming. Also going to pin back my hair. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna start with is priming my eyes. This is the Morphe Eyelid Primer. This is not part of a project pan. I need to prime my eyes, otherwise I will definitely crease. I have really hooded eyelids, as you guys can probably tell. And I'm also going to start with priming my face at the same time, and this is the Ulta Beauty Mattifying Face Primer, and this is in my Rolling Style project pan. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Everything Nice palette and set my eyes with this Dream On shade. This shade was in my eyeshadow project pan, but I hit pan on it for my last update, and so now it's not anymore, but I still really like it for setting down my primer. And so that was like one of the cool things that came out of that project pan, because I never really used this shade before, and now it's something that I love using on a regular basis. Next, I'm taking my Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush, the JH32, and my Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is actually in my Rolling Style project pan. It is something that I had pan on when I first rolled it in, and so my goal for this year is to completely finish it. So I like to start all of my eye looks with this just in the crease. It's like the perfect transition shade. Next, I'm gonna grab this coral shade right here. This is from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and this is one of the eyeshadows that is in my eyeshadow project pan right now, the Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. And I'm just going to work this into the crease and then down in the inner and outer corner, because I think I'm going to do a halo eye today. I'm just going to take that previous brush and just blend along my crease a little. Now I'm going into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and taking the shade Jax. This is another shade that is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan, and I'm going to place this in the same spot that I placed the coral shade, because I'm making a halo eye, and so those two I'm just kind of layering on top of each other. Now that that color is down, I'm going to jump right back into this coral shade and kind of just layer that again a little bit on top of that. For the center part of my halo eye, I'm grabbing from the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette the Aura Metallic shade. And this is also part of my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan, and I have a pretty good dip going in this one, so I'm hoping that I'll hit pan on it sooner rather than later. And I'm just going to put that in the center of my lid where I left some space, and then just also take it up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna grab the brush that I had that Jack's color on. I'm not gonna add any more product, but I'm just gonna kind of go around and blend. And then the last step for the top part of the lid is I'm going to take another eyeshadow that's in my eyeshadow project pan, and it is Dark Horse from the Urban Decay Naked palette. And I'm just going to grab this like flat brush, and basically what I'm going to do is create like a line, and it's going to look really messy at first, but then I'm going to take a Q-tip and clean this all up, and it'll give me a cute little winged liner look basically. But I'm just going to do this from the outer half. I'm not going to go into the inner corner with it. But as you can see, it looks like super messy and kind of crazy, but we will clean that up in a second. Now what I'm going to do is grab a Q-tip, some of the Micellar cleansing water, and then I'm just going to clean up the edges. And now we have a cute little wing that we didn't have to be precise with because we were able to just clean it up. And now what I'm going to do is just take a brush that doesn't have any shadow on it at all and just blend out up here. Okay, so the eyes aren't quite done yet, but I'm going to move on to the face, and I'm going to apply some foundation. So I'm going to do a mix of these two. They are the Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundations from Maybelline. I'm actually panning this one, but as you can see, it's way too dark, and this one's too light. So I do a little mix of both, and it turns out decent for color matching. Dot it on, and then grab a brush and blend it in. So now that is all blended in, I'm going to grab my concealer, which is the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. And I'm just going to put this under my eyes. And this is in my Project Pan 100 Uses. So now that my foundation and concealer is on, I want to set it. So I'm grabbing my Coty Airspun powder. This is also in my Project Pan 100 Uses. And I'm also grabbing my Tati Beauty Blendiful because I like to set my powder using that. I really like how that looks and how this works. So I'm just gonna pick up some powder and fluff it around on my face. Now that we are powdered, I'm going to go into bronzer. This is the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Island Ting, and this product is in my Rolling Style Project Pan. I'm just gonna pick it up on this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the JH02. It's a really big like bronzer brush, but I do like it. I'm gonna take this down my neck a little bit, do the regular bronzer spots. Next is blush, and I'm just using this little NARS blush. This is in my Project Pan 100 Uses. It's just like this little like travel size blush. So I'm just gonna pick this up on my blush brush. And I like to put my blush on my cheeks, but I also like to put a little bit on my nose. I also feel like this blush is really sheer, so you can kind of dip in quite a bit. After blush, I'm going to put on my highlight. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Highlight in Soft and Gentle. This is in my Rolling Style Project Pan. I'm just gonna swirl my brush in here and then put it on my cheekbones and my nose and my Cupid's bow. So now that all my powders are down, I'm going to set my face a little bit. So I'm using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I'm going to shake this just a little. And this is in my Project Pan 100 Uses as well. And while that is kind of setting down, I'm going to work on my brows. There's very few products in this Get Ready With Me that are not part of my Project Pans, but two of them are actually my brow products. So this is just the ColourPop Brow Boss. So I like to use the spoolie to brush out my brows, and then I'll just use the other side to pencil them in a little bit. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel, and this actually I feel like is almost out, which is exciting because I'm not actually panning this product, but I am using it quite a bit to hopefully move it out of my collection, which you guys know I love emptying stuff, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm just gonna set down my brows with this. Now I'm gonna go back to my eyes. So I'm going to use this Avon black eyeliner. This is part of my Rolling Style 2020 Project Pan. And I'm just going to put this in my waterline and on my tight line. Okay, so next I'm gonna grab two brushes. The more precise brush, I'm going to pick up that Jack shade from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and just run this along my lower lash line. And then this less precise brush, I am going to grab, if I can find it, that coral shade and then run that a little bit lower down along my lower lash line and kind of just blow out the lower lash line with the coral shade. And then to finish up the eyes, I'm going back into this Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette and grabbing this shade up here called In Light. I'm just going to get this on this flat brush and I'm going to put this in my inner corner. I like to drag it up a little bit onto the lid. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and put on my mascara. I'm just using this Big Tease mascara from Buxom. This is not in a project pan. And then I will put that on my like regular lids, and then on my lower lash line, I'll put this Clinique. I think this is just like the lower lash line mascara. Neither of those are in project pans. Okay, so mascara's on. The last thing to do is put on my lips. So I'm actually going to first go over my lips. This is just like a NARS lip crown. This is not a product that I'm panning, but I like to put this on first. I need to sharpen that. And then on top of that, I'm just putting my Bound Lippie Stick. I am panning this. I'm so close to this being done, so I'm hoping that I will finish it this month. But I just like to do a layer of this on top and then mix the two shades together. And then the last step is to put on my lip gloss. This is the Tarte lip gloss in Cherry Slush. And I am panning this in my Project Pan 100 Uses. And this product's really fun for that because you can see the product move down. So I'm just gonna dab this on, mostly focused in the center of my lips. Love the smell of that. And this is it, guys. I used every single product that I am currently panning, which is 17 products across 3 different project pans, and then a few other products, but mostly it's stuff I'm trying to pan. And this is the look I got. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see how I use the eyeshadows that I have currently in my project pan, and also all of the other products that I'm trying to work through. Yeah, and I hope you guys liked the final look that I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe out there, and I'm wishing all of you guys the absolute best as always. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.